Well, it's welcome to the Totally Awesome Fishing Show. This one is a little bit different. We're going to be taking 4 different fly rods, and I'm calling this one the 4 Fly Challenge. I'm going to try and catch a trout on 4 different flies. 4 different outfits, puts the pressure on, but listen, I like a good challenge, and I've got that with this hot water, hot weather. It's going to be a bit of a struggle, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to pick something up. I'm here at Rockbourne Trout Fishery. 1, 2, 3, 4, there's about 5 or 6 lakes here, all small, all fishable. Let's get going. So I'm walking around the lakes. Some anglers have already gone home, got their fish. It is 10:15. There we go. I do not speak with forked tongue. They tell me the trout are not coming to the fly very well because of the hot water. They don't like the heat. So you've got to be very close. You've got to put that fly right on top of them. And that's what I got with this Pearly Daddy fly. But I'm going to scout around here because they tell me in this particular lake there is a big one knocking around. I figure, while there's not many anglers around, now's the time to go looking. So you want a nice big long peak hat like I'm wearing here at the moment, and you want obviously a pair of polarizing glasses. I used to wear ones called wraparounds because they stop all the side peripheral light coming in, but I can't wear those in prescriptions. It's going to be a tough one because, oh, it's a big trout. I said, oh sorry, I've lost him, I lost him. I might have to go to the head cam. I saw him, the lights, there he goes. I'm going to drop this. 1 second. There's one trout. Just moving. I'm just going to put this out for you. You can see the trouble I'm going to have spotting fish. Now hopefully you can see. Can you just see that movement over there and the ripples with all this leaves on the surface? It's going to be unbelievably tough seeing fish here, but there is one static laying there. Another fish moving over there, darker. Very, very, very tough light to see fish in. But there is one there. Just going to scan around here a little bit. And I might have to go and get, I feel, I was going to use a pole cam. I think I'm going to have to use a head cam. I just cannot fish with this one. Oh, that could be him there. Okay, I'll just see the big fish just down there coming towards me. Spooked like crazy. Now in front of me is, let's bring this camera down there, you might be able to see a very light coloured one. I'm just going to try pulse the fly. I think light coloured trout sometimes, here he comes, he's got it, I'm on. Wow, that was cool, was it not? Let's get round here to the net. I've got a fish on, boys. Now that was my go-to fly to start with, that Pearly Daddy on this outfit. You have no trouble with this fish. It's a light coloured one. And listen, you know, like those leaves, was tough seeing it. Of course the problem now is I've got to go all the way back to the car if I do get this fish and get the second outfit. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Come on, Mr. Fish, in you come. It's got a nice rainbow. Got him, boys, got him. There we go. Nice rainbow trout. Wow, that didn't take too long. A very, very light coloured trout. And I'm kind of surprised I caught that, because being light coloured means it will probably be targeted by other fly anglers as well. But, beauty. Right, first part achieved. Now I'm going to try and get that second fly and the second outfit. Like I say, here's a good idea they got here at Rockbourne, which I think is a good idea. It's so basic, it's ridiculous. You've got bags down here, look, plastic bags, and you've got a fridge. Anglers, please help us keep this fridge clean by using the carrier bag provided, c'est voila, to put your fish in there. And I just caught mine in there, I've got it in a bag, keeps it nice and chilled. Other anglers' eyes, you've got fish in there, keeps them chilled, and you don't have to carry them around the fishery cooking in the sun. I think that's a really good idea. I think that's something other fisheries should think about if they're not already doing it. It's a facility, especially in the summer, that's really good for anglers to keep their fish fresh. And if you're eating them, that's exactly what you want. Right, let's get back out with that second outfit. I mean, lovely and cool. Maybe this lake is nice and clear. Let's just go and have a look. Now, a lot of this is going to be fishing in these warm temperatures. Is looking for fish. And it's got a sort of smokiness in the water because of all the heat and the sun to push the water temperature up. It's going to be tough spotting them. Nothing on the surface. But listen, just walking around slowly, looking in areas like this, you never know where you're suddenly going to stumble across a trout. If I was a fish, I would certainly be laying in the cool of the shade. Anyway, I've got this light outfit, totally different, much, much lighter. I just got to check this piece out. It's terrible, isn't it? All these years, oh, there we go. I could just see two fish just under there. Oh, what? Talk about the shade. Can you see just on the distance there? I'm going to put the net down. I'm going to point with this rod. I can see down there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there's an 8th over there. There's 8 trout minimum all around this shaded area. Now I know they're there. No other anglers about at the moment. Well, there are. They're all fishing on the other lakes. I'm just going to take that time to walk around and just check it out. Just have a look at a couple of these lakes here, because generally they fish. Oh, there's a nice fish. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Hang on, guys, hang on. That was a nice fish. I've missed it. Trying to sort myself out. Really stupid. I just picked the rod out of the car, just like this. I haven't degreased the leader. I'm going to do that right now because I just missed a really good opportunity of presenting to a fish that looked about 4 pounds. My fault entirely. In my panic, a little bit of, what do we call it? Do we call it a detergent? Now this is the fly that's going to do the business, I hope, on the 4 fly challenge, the second trout, we hope. My problem being, I've already seen, let's put that fly in here, take a look at that one. There's the fly, hopefully you can see it. I got perhaps a couple of flies that are very slow sinkers compared with that pearly daddy, and that's going to give me trouble because the fish are not near the top. See if I can see that bigger fish again. It's finding one that's catchable. A little bit of fish movement over there. I know they're under this tree. I think that bigger one's going to go through the tree and come out the other side. Let's leave the hat there. I can't camera fish. Leave the hat there. They got a, you hear noise in the background. There's a guy cutting bushes and stuff with one of those big tractors, country tractors, that chopping things up. So my apologies if it's noisy. I can't help that. I think he's in front of me. I think he's just in front of me. Let's go up over here. Wow. Simeon, the fishery manager, said it's a bit of a shocker visually trying to spot fish. I can see what he means. Oh, there's a nice fish. He is not interested at all. Okay, let's keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Fish right in front of me. Well, you guys won't see him, but he's very spooky. It's got to be getting up around 4 pounds, that one. He is absolutely not even turning for the fly. I can just about barely make him out. No. Look at that fish. Boom, away he goes. That might have been the big one I saw, but he was not looking at that fly whatsoever. Is this him coming back? Can you see him? I don't know whether you're going to see him, people. I reckon that's the big one I saw. There's a second 4 pounder coming in here close. Now where's he gone? Where has he gone? I mean, look at these flowers. Beautiful. It is a pristine setting here at Rockbourne. I heard a splash and that got me distracted from my wildlife. I could just cast out like this, right, and just fish it back in, standard procedure. But the problem is, I've got no way of targeting the size of fish. I can see fish over there. I can see fish, there's one coming. He was actually a taker, very small one. See, now I stood still, I can see a lot of fish out there. But whether they like this fly remains to be seen. I think I'm going to have a walk around. Oh, he looked at it. He actually looked at it. Saw his head turn. Now I'm going to move on to the next lake. This is why we call it the 4 fly challenge, because if I had a choice, there's a guy fishing down there. Well, he's not fishing, he's walking and looking. If I had a choice, I would obviously be using that pearly daddy. If you caught a fish on one particular pattern of fly, really there'd be no reason to change it. But the idea of me setting this challenge, it's another good fish right in the rushes. My God, it's like carp fishing. I can't even get a fly into that one. That's amazing. That's the first time I've seen trout go right in the rushes like that. Literally going in there like a carp. Lovely lot of beautiful lilies here. And you can see, surrounded by vegetation. I think there's a fish there. Do you know, I wonder if they're under this staging. They like the shade under the staging. I can see one static laying there. Just see if he'll turn on the fly. No, it's his temperature that's doing it. The third lake. Must be rakes of trout under there, for sure. Under all that shade of that tree over in there. Absolutely has to be. Need I say more? That was not a rise, folks, for non-fishermen. That was just a trout jumping. Have a slow walk around. Situation is we've got partly broken cloud up there, which makes it tough. You know, the light is good and then it's bad, and then the water's smoky and then it's a bit clear. So I'm just literally walking along the margins here, trying to spot one close in, hopefully that's laying dead still. I find they're the ones that are almost half asleep, and you just lower the fly on them and hopefully get a response, evoke a response. Just look how the roots of these trees are growing out into the water there, and they must actually contribute quite a bit when they're in full leaf like this to sucking water out of the lake. Mind you, nice to see all these trees not being cut down like half of the Amazon jungle. Well, I know the trout are in there, but I just haven't been able to see anything. I'm seeing movement. I'm not physically seeing the fish. Well, another lake. Didn't get any takes on that last little salty I went across. Lovely to see all this border like this. Insects there. Don't see a lot of insect life coming off of the water. And it's still got that smokiness from the hot water temperatures, making it difficult to spot fish. And as you can see, not a huge amount of dry fly activity, so I'm going to stick with the flies. I made the choice, I've got to stick with them. I'm going to go back round here, the other corner, and hopefully see if we can find another fish. There's a couple of fish in the corner here, people. I'm just going to throw further over this. It's got a lot of leaves on the water, and I'm wondering, you know, is that... Let's just pull this in slowly. Oh, it's close to a fish then. Close to a fish then. All these leaves may be dying off because it's so dry. I don't know. I really don't know. But I've noticed it a lot on some other waters as well. A lot of leaves on the surface for this time of year. It is not the autumn. Now you see I'm retrieving this and I'm dragging a leaf already with me, and that's going to tell any trout, don't take that fly, there's something wrong, because leaves don't go dragging across the surface. Better to shake it off and try again. What a day it is. It's going to be another hot one. I'm going to try over there by this shade. Now here is an inflow stream. I'm going to take a gamble, wind the fly right up into the tip ring almost. Just leave it, I'll bring it up here so you can see it. So I can just lower the fly, because generally a trout will want to get in that flow. I've no idea if there's anything here or not. You might just be able to see there's trickling water going in there. I don't see anything. I'm not going to hold the rod further down the blank. Is there anybody at home? I'm just lowering the fly down there. I got him! Guys, there is somebody. Oh, get him! Oh, look at this! Oh, this rod's bending like crazy! Oh. What a diddly do! What a bit of action that was! Just a hunch I had. Now he's taking me out in the weed. How am I going to get him out? I'm going to let him fight his way through the weed. I'm hoping that camera's working. Leave the hat there. I'm going to take this. I'll take the hat as well. Can I get back over here, get him out? Do you know that was something else? That was just a hunch I had that there might be a fish there. I'm trying to walk him away from the rushes, but he's got me in it. I think I'm out. I think I'm out. That was absolutely amazing. And look at this little 4-weight rod. The downside is I've now made myself even harder challenges, because the next one is a different outfit. Let's hopefully we get this one out. What a take and what a hunch. That tiny bit of oxygen coming through there is enough to hold a fish. That's amazing. Well, it's not amazing, it's just part of what fishermen learn. Here he comes. Come on, babe. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Slide it under. Beauty, beauty. Check this one out, people. There's the shrimp. Right in his jaw, just there. See the people can see the colours. Beautiful looking rainbow. Superb. Well, that has absolutely nothing to do with fly fishing whatsoever, but it has absolutely everything to do with fishing. Just to show you again. Down there is that tiny inflow, and look, it just made a little bit of current. Hopefully you can see that, just a little bit of current flow. The rest further out there is static because the leaves are on the surface. But there's just more oxygen in that little flow of cooler water that made that trout lay there. In fact, there's another one over there. That's a light coloured one. Well, I've already caught a light coloured one, and this has a Dameron blue. That's the other species they get here. What I do like is the trout fisheries things like this. Look, a seat just there. Anybody who's elderly, I suppose I'm coming under the elderly at 68, aren't I? Anybody who's elderly wants to sit down, have a rest, just take it in, perhaps not fish, just look around, see what insects are coming. Oh, it's a trout. See what insects are coming off and leisurely fish away like I'm not. I'm just more of aggressive fishing. Now look, I could see that trout down there. Look at the glare now, because it was reflecting off of what we call white cloud. Makes it, and there's the white cloud in the zone where the trout was. I see nothing. And they take the fly here, bam, pew, spit it out. If you don't retrieve fast, you won't pull into the fish. They would take it and spit it out and you won't feel a thing. I fancy looking in there. This looks a likely looking pool and not too bad for dead leaves. I wonder if there's different species of tree here. Why are there not so many leaves in this corner? Strange but true. I see no fish. I think I'm going to go along that shadow line there. Now equally, you saw up at the inflow here, let's put this down here, is the grill and the outflow. Can you see the grill? Which obviously let the board up if they want to drain the lake down. But the suction of the water is coming this way, so it leaves all the leaves and all the surface, any surface activity with insects is going to drift down here. So that's another spot worth looking at. Inflows and outflows are always worth a look. Although at the present time I see nobody at home, you can see the principle. Trout underneath me, boys. Trout underneath, just lowering the fly. Jiggling the fly. It's a shrimp, it's a pearly shrimp, and he's not even looking at it, which I find hard to believe because it's a delicious looking shrimp to me. I may not be quite deep enough. I'm going to go right across. There's a fire. I can stretch them only on a 4-weight rod. Okay. I've seen a bit of a shape out there. And now I've lost it already. Oh, one in the corner. I'm going to leave the net there. Trouble is, by the time you move, the fish is gone. It's out of your zone. Where did he go, for God's sake? I know he's in here somewhere. Here he is. Here he comes, 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 here he comes. Here he comes, inches, inches, inches. Oh my God, he's so close. He's right under me. He's right there. He's not. I could drop the fly right on him, but not even batting a fin. Oh, there was a second one there though. Hang on a minute, all is not lost, people. He's coming back again. He's coming back for more. The poor mad fool. I see a fish. I cast at a fish. Just move the fly a bit and nothing. Oh, I got him. I didn't think I had him on, guys. I didn't think I had him on. That was just ridiculous. That was such a small take, it caught me by surprise totally. Got a bit of a backlash there. Well. It ain't over till the fat trout sings. I thought that was a done deal and he'd missed the fly. Lovely, lovely scrap. 4-weight rod. Please don't go into those lilies over there. Please don't go into the lilies. He's kicking for the lilies. Oh, he's off. I think the line went in the lilies. Be interested to see if I lost the fly there. I reckon he's cut me off in the lilies. That's my take. No, look. there's the fly, just pulled out. You've got the leader around that lily bed, and that's me done. If I tried to stop him, probably would have broke the leader, but brilliant. Got a fish hook up. Well, I didn't even know it. Trout under these trees. Pin cast. Wind up slowly. I've no idea whether it's a taker. It's in front of him, and he is not having any of it. That's a bit offensive. See if I can get across like that. I'm close to his nose there. Nothing. Can barely see the fly. I'm assuming I'm deep enough. Should let it sink a little bit deeper. No, he's spooked. Got to be trout under the shade, people. Pin cast territory. Ping, out we go. I can see trout down there. Nothing to cast at. In a back cast, I'm going to creep down and creep down and creep down. That's as close as I can get. That is as close as I can get. There are trout down there. There are trout down there. Well, phase 2 of the 4-fly challenge is complete. Obviously, on the way back, I've had a few more casts of that fly. I cannot get a response at all, so I figure that colder water temperature was just enough to get that trout feeding. I'm going to have one more walk to the end, and then I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go to the third outfit, see what we can do on that one. Fish just off the end of the staging. Is he going to be a taker? He must be able to see it. And looks like it's going to be a big fat no. And put it right in his face this time. No, if anything, he's turned away from it. I see one single fish laying just off the weed bed. Ordinarily, it wouldn't be a casting area, but as I've only got this short rod, there might be a chance I can get out far enough. The light's pretty good here. I can actually. Ah, that's close. That spooked him. Yeah, the shorter rod I can throw in and out this gap here with the back cast. But he is not impressed at all. See if we can just get out into the open water. Beautiful. That's back casting through this gap. Now I'm going to fish this one in. The problem I've got is leaves pecking on the leader knot, just dragging across the surface, and that sends all sorts of alarm bells ringing to any trout. Well, this is where I started this bay, and it's absolutely choked with leaves now. That is, unfortunately, although there are fish under there, they would like it, it is a no-go area for casting. I love a little sort of fluffy scum on the surface, but the chances of me getting a fly down to the fish depth here, even for me, is like impossible. Plus I don't see any fish. Let's move up here a bit. So for those of you who are wondering what that strange contraption over there is, no, it's not a pedalo for a hobbit. It's an oxygenating, current making machine with big paddles that spin around and push the current way down there, which you need in hot weather to get some oxygen into the water, keep the fish happy. Well, keep the fish alive, in fairness, if we get a hot summer. I just crept up here. I'm going to go right down and just wait a second. There is a trout on a bit of inflow there. I've no idea whether he's catchable, and he's not. Spooky as you want. A spring runs in there, keeps that gravel clear, and the fish like it's a little bit cooler, a little bit more, maybe a little bit more oxygen in there, but there's a spooky trout. Worth a try. Fish is back on the gravel again. Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. Got him on, boys, got him on. Got him on, he comes, he's coming on. Brilliant. Got him on. That was a take and a half, wasn't it? That was a take and a half. Just looking over that gravel. You just got to find yourself a happy trout. He's got a piece of weed on there, so I hope I don't lose him. Come on, Mr. Fish. Lovely bend in this light rod, 4-weight. Just hope I can lose that piece of weed. It's not dragging on the fly leader too much. That's the hope anyway. Got a decent bend in the rod. Come on. I don't need him getting snagged up on the old paddle machine, the Mississippi paddle steamer. I'll try and keep him, if I can, a little bit shorter. That's a nice fish. Here he comes. Come on. Come on. Oh no, he's in the brambles. He's out the brambles. He's swimming. How convenient for me. That, boys, is a prime rockpool rainbow. Brilliant. Well, people, I'm now down to my third outfit. It's looking a bit rainy and stormy. This is the outfit I'm a little bit concerned about. And here, while we're here, listen, if it does storm up, you can see a beautiful lodge here. And I'll spin round so you can see that's what you're looking over the lake, one of the lakes there. So if it does rain, I won't be short of somewhere to shelter. But this outfit, I'm going to walk down the other lakes and have a look, is a neutral density line. So if I want to grease it, it will float. If I want to degrease it with, say, a bit of liquid detergent, it'll sink, but very, very slowly. And I've got my small fly here, which is a winged black ant. And this is the outfit and the rig I've got most concern about that I might not catch on, because I don't think the ant's going to sink that fast. I don't know. Anyway, that's what it's about, boys. It's a challenge. You can see, coming up to this little one called Bridge Lake, where I've seen a big fish but I can't get to it. But hey ho, there's a breeze picking up with these storm clouds around here that might push the weed and bits and pieces of rubbish. You can see it there. It might push it right down the end there, down the back where that fish is, and I might actually be able to get a little spot to put a fly in. There's fish just over the back here. I'm just going to try and see what response we do get from them. Some of these fish here are moving right in and out of the weed, and I don't know whether this is going to sink too much. I'll put a bit of degreasing on it. Hopefully you guys can see that there. There is the fly. It's got a little black head to it, black hackles here, black underbody and lighter colour supposed wings of a flying ant. Will they be impressed with it? I do like this reel though. It's a little bit lighter, it's graphite, and again 4-weight rod. Just going to get down here and just check this out first and see what the sink rate of the fly is. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. It's actually pretty good, and the reason for that is because it's what we call sparsely dressed. There's not much dressing on that at all, so that's going to go down quite quickly, which I didn't think it would do. Oh, trout coming through the weed right in front of me. He's actually knocking into the weed bed. Right, let's have a throw. Whoosh. I think my casting just spooked everything in the lake. Can't be that bad, surely. Got to say, it casts well, it goes down pretty well, so just get over the back by the weed there. Just let it sink. That's it. And then allow about 3-4 seconds of fly to go down, and I'm just going to bring it a little bit faster like this. I can feel that's catching the bottom already, and that is my worry is the line might sink too fast. Now there's a fly, there's a fish there. I don't think they're going to chase. Well, I've just walked right down the bottom end of the fishery. More leaves down here. You can also see the actual, the trout in the water. I can't see them because they're so glary, but there are fish here. But you can see how it's sucked all the weed, the loose weed. The ducks have been pecking the weed up there, I think, and the weed's gradually drawn to the outflow down there. This one will probably be choked up too much to get any fish from, but just up here, if I could just see something. Oh, I see a fish there. Whether it is a pin cast one or not, almost impossible to see here. We'll try it. I think that fish was a taker. I just cannot see his mouth shut on the fly. Oh, hang on. I did say it's fish down on this side, guys. I didn't think they'd take. That's on that winged black ant, flying black ant. We haven't got it yet. I like this reel. I do like this little reel. It's so light. Such a light rod and outfit altogether. It's just a fun rod and reel to use. Well, that was taken. That was taken by pulling, just stripping it back. Not even stripping it, just drawing it slowly. And he took very, very confidently. And this was ironically the outfit I thought I'd have trouble with. Just goes to show you can't tell. And this is what makes it versatile. 4 flies, 4 different rods. Are we going to get the third here? I certainly hope so. Oh, he's one angry trout. He is one angry trout. He doesn't like the fact I've fooled him. Where is he? I don't want him dumping me in all this weed up there. He's going for the weed. Wow. He's a scrapper, that's for sure. Here we go. I guess I'm going to have to net him here somewhere. Wow. One angry fish. Oh, what a jump. Hope we got that on camera. He's coming. If he comes. He's in. Yes, sirree. Trout number 3. That is a slab of a rock-born rainbow on a 4-weight great fish. 3 out of 3. Do I have another cast of this black ant? Because I quite like it now. I didn't like this outfit. I thought that was going to be the one that was going to be trouble, but there you go. When you feel that electrifying pull of a fish and he comes on, you don't actually see the mouth shut, you just feel bang. Quite exciting. Basically, you want it to happen again, don't you? People, I've got the lunker. I've got the absolute biggest trout of the day here. It's got to clear the line. Let's get rid of some of this. This is a nice fish, boys. I think he's the other side of 5 pounds, this one. Right, I'm on him now. I couldn't switch the camera, I was in a bit of a mess with it. That's a big fish. Wow, look at the bend in that rod. That's a nice one. This will do for the day. If we get him. Oh, come on. It could go £6. Oh, he's in the weed, he's in the weed. Come on fish, I've gone all quiet now. Now he's going for the brushes. Give him some side strain. Oh, he's got a chunking piece of weed on him. This is when you lose fish, guys. This is when you lose fish, when he's carting all that round on the leader. Now I really am in trouble. I'm going to have to play him light. He might kick through it, but I don't think so. I feel the fly's going to ping out somehow. I can actually, look, I can see the, oh, can I shake it off? Yes, yes, that was lucky. Now he's going for the other weed bed. Come on fish. Come on fish. We've got lucky so far. This is a beauty. I cannot tell you how the nerves get frazzled. Oh, light rod, light reel, small hook. This is the smallest hook I've got, I think. He's got more weed on him. Oh well, if we lose him, we lose him. At least hopefully you can see him in the water. It's a big fish. This is a big rainbow. God, the rod's about to go. I'm going to go for this one, guys. I'm going to go for it. Here he comes. It's like a salmon. Oh, get in there, boys. Oh my. This one's way bigger than £5. That's got to be up round the 7s, I should say. That's bang him on ahead. Send him to bye-bye's land. That is amazing. And I'll show you that tiny fly he took. There's an old saying, people, that elephants eat peanuts. Beautiful silver fish here. Great big girth on him. He's got that pink hue, that pink of the rainbow. And here's the fly. One of Sid Knight's tyings. A tiny, I can't even get it, it's right in the bone. I was never going to lose this fish unless it broke off. These scissors got little pliers on them. Get it in the bend of the hook. It's out. I'm just going to lay it there. Look at the size of the fly against, right? Against the size of the fish. I think that could go £7.5. I think the best thing I can do with this, people, is we'll take him up to the fishing hut, check it out with Peter and just see how much it weighs. I'm guessing it's probably £6.5, £7, something like that. Well, boys, there's the scales. And you know, I've carried this down from the other lake. I'm putting this fish now, maybe £8+ I don't know. It is a big lump. Let's get it in there. It must be close. It must be close to 8. It is indeed 8.6. Can you see that there? £8, 6 ounces. Just under £8.5. What a beauty. That was the result. And of course now I've got to get that 4th fly, 4th fish. 8.6. Nice. So one thing we got, boys, bit of a problem. This is a bigger fish, so we're going to call it a 2 plastic bag fish. It's so big, it's not going to go in the fridge unless I put it in 2 plastic bags. So you know when you've got a big trout, it's called a 2 bag fish. Bye. See you again when the frying pan comes. Well, I've now got to catch a fish on this one, the last fly is there. A waif. When all else fails, it is the last fly a lot of people go to when they go for big trout. I won't be going for big trout, I'll be going for any trout. I'm using the ultralight, stupidly light, ridiculously light, 7-foot buggy whip. Join me, let's see if we can't find one last trout and get our 4th and get our 4th trout on our 4th fly. Well, I'm very, very tied in here. You probably won't see down there, but there is the odd fish moving. I need a sort of semi to static. I'm going to see how fast this fly goes down, and believe me, it goes down. Oh, there's one right in front of me. He is not looking at all. Barely get enough for a roll cast here. I think I'm going to go back up here and look around that gravel area. Sometimes I do this barbel fishing on rivers, just ease the undergrowth away, and you might be able to see something. In fact, I do. I do see something. If I can't quite get far enough forward. There is a shape down there which looks awfully trouty. And I get weed. Look. This is what you get. You only want 1 trout on 1 fly to finish a challenge. And no, what do I get? I get disaster. Okay, that's looking reasonable. I'm going to use this tree as a screen. Just try and, there's 1 trout down there. If I can just get in there. I think I had a take. I saw a flash. I've missed him. Just lost a really good fish, people. There's so much lines left on the spool. Right across the other side, went through some lily beds, out, gone. I don't know if I still got the fly. That felt like that might be a break. He's dragged all my line through there. I couldn't stop him on this light rod. I'm winding the leader back. It's not snagging on the lead, so I figure he's gone, got the fly into the weeds and shed it in the weed. Not to worry. We'll have to rig up again. Yeah, he did me in the weed bed. Tough all the way. Just got to keep struggling along. Oh man, that fish took close in. It absolutely took close in there. Could this be 4th fly, 4th fish? I've got to clear all this loose stuff. That was the most peculiar. I was almost slack when it took. It must have been, I was stripping in slowly, and it was sinking. I think he took the fly and then came towards me. Gave me some sort of slack line. It was weird. Rainbow. I do like this little mag reel. Probably as cheap as chips and not made. Wow, what a jump. Super jump. He's off again. He's off and running. Trying to keep pace with him. He's in the rushes. Going to dump me in the rushes again. I've already lost one like that, 2 like that. Oh, you've got to love it, haven't you, people? You've got to love it. I'll tell you what I like about this little reel as well, is you winding it smooth, goes out, it's loud. Oh no, he's underneath me. Nice rainbow. Here we go. Come on. That's just out of grabbing range. Come on, Mr. Fish. You can certainly give me a good scrap. He's done, I think. Perhaps not. Yes. 4 flies, 4 fish. Totally awesome fishing. Check it out while he's still got some colour. What a beauty, what a trip. That was what I call an awesome challenge.